So let me start by defining the human-animal connection. Human-animal connection represents a shared journey between humans and non-human animals. And I think the terminology is important. I think that really a lot of the research describes it as human-animal bond, where the bond is a positive thing. And that's actually when Christine approached me, she asked me to speak about the human-animal bond. I prefer the word connection. I also prefer human, non-human connection because technically, at least in my culture and some other cultures I know, we view the human-animal relationship as being a relationship that has one that's subservient to the other. So when we talk about the bond and connection, we want to see them as equal. And so there's many different ways of framing it. I am going to use these words interchangeably throughout the course of this next 30, 40 minutes or so. And I'm going to use it interchangeably based on what the researchers are using the terms as. And the same happens for when I speak about the beings in my life, my dog, Sam, and others. If the study uses the word pet, I will use the word pet. If the study uses the word dog, I'll use the word dog. And so I'm using the terminology that's showing up in that particular research. And the way that I'm going to define human-animal bond today will be the definition that I'm drawing from the American Veterinary Medical Association. There's many different definitions. Let me tell you, when I was doing the research, I was surprised to see how many different definitions there are out there. But I'm choosing to use this one because I'm a veterinarian and this is what I studied when I was in vet school. And because a lot of the research that I'm pulling from involves the AVMA in some way. So their definition of human-animal bond is a mutually beneficial and dynamic relationship between people and animals that's influenced by behaviors considered essential to the health and well-being of both. The bond is beneficial to the mental, physical, and social health of people and animals. What I want to highlight here is mutually beneficial and that it's dynamic. So what that means is it's not just me thinking that I'm getting something out of this animal, like this relationship, that there's something that's also being observed and that can be measured. And that's where the science comes in, measured from the place of the animal as well, the non-human animal. And that the relationship is dynamic because it's constantly shifting. As we know, like our relationship with our friends, with the people in our lives, the non-human animals in our lives, with our dogs, cats, everything, it changes on a day-to-day basis based on our moods, based on what's happening in our lives. And so recognizing that it's very dynamic and that it is beneficial to mental, physical, and social health. And so I'm choosing these three buckets. There's a lot more. There's psychological, physiological, emotional, there's quality of life and so on. But I've grouped them into these three, again, because the research I can group into these three as I speak with all of you.